Okay, here we have a 60-inch Rite-size box making machine. It's a RS-60. This has an electronic controller for typing in the box size and doing all the other parameters, such as regular slotted container, telescoping containers, large two-part containers. So the HMI here handles all of that. So the cardboard blank material is fed in through the guides, and then it gets pulled through the machine, and in one pass it makes a completed box that's ready to be either stitched or taped or glued. So here we can open up the cover. And we can see that this machine is in excellent condition. Very low signs of wear. So what we're looking at here in the feed side, first, as you're going across the table, you have the flap that helps support the box, but if there's a small amount of cutoff, say 6 inches, that flap will automatically drop away, and then the small amount of scrap falls down into that gap. If the scrap is larger than, say, 8 inches, the operator is expected to pull that piece back out and throw it off to the side. And that cutoff is cut with this traversing cutoff cutter here. So this goes back and forth. So it's currently on the right side. So the next piece that goes through, it will traverse to the left, and there's a small, like 3-inch diameter blade back here that will cut off the tail end of the box going through. And then here's a pressure roll right here that comes down on top of the blank being pulled through. And the Infeed encoder wheel is up here, and that's feeding the computer the distances it needs to know when to do the creasing. Okay, so this is the hydraulic side of the machine with the hydraulic supply and the manifold block, the hydraulic motors for the feed rolls, and here's the hydraulic motor for adjusting the width of either the slitter or the scoring heads. Back side of the machine, just lift up one of these sides. So here is the width slitting knife, and then depending on what size box you type in, this whole mechanism will slide one way or the other for the length of the flaps. And then inside of there are the scoring heads. And you can see one there. And then this scoring head will move one way or another depending on what is typed into the computer. Here's the air inlet regulator. And the main power inlet and some of the air control solenoids. And here is the PLC cabinet It's all very clean, never modified in any way. And here's the controls. All right, so if we wanted to do a quick, just go through here. All right, so the box style, currently it's a 20. So if we go over here and look at 20, that's a double wall stitch glue tab. Pretty standard box. And so all you would do if you wanted to change the size is go down and then over and then type in a different number here and then hit enter. And then you would change these 3 dimensions to change the size. And then when you hit start and then turn this to run, the hydraulics turn on, and then the scoring dies on the other side will move. It'll take about 5 seconds for them to move into place, and then the machine is ready to run. So we're just gonna run a box through at the current size. So it won't do the score moving procedure. It'll just kick on immediately and we will be able to feed a blank in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lower the cover. All right, and then we're just gonna hit start. Oh, gonna pull this out, hit start, and then run. So there's a very sharply cut box. And if you would fold it up, you can stitch it.